Hey everybody. Oh, yeah, my music tab is not working. What's it called? No, let me check. There we go. It's nothing important really, but it's better than nothing. Properties. I think this one. Yeah. Oh, the volume is very low, I think. Oh god. I have so many things between me and my other screen. There we go. I don't know. I feel like this is a good volume. If it's not, hopefully one of my viewers will let me know. Alright. Oh, cables. Ugh. Gonna keep working on my Pelican. The boxing Pelican. Uh, well, there's some anatomical problems here, right? In the back. And I don't like the way he looks here. Oh, yeah, still needs a lot of work, doesn't it? And I don't know what to do with the neck. I'm just gonna keep having fun with it, see what happens. I'm warming up. I wish I made a character that has a body type like mine or something. Way at least I would be improving my own skills or something. But no. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the spine right here. I should give it a line. Let's do that and go with this and go with that. So that is his spine, right? Whoa, that's not good. Uh-huh. There we go. So this spine has another side of the back. Now we can feel like this person has a back. Should even see maybe a little bit of the shoulder. This little thing right here is enough for us to feel like there's a shoulder. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? Do I have viewers? How do I check if I have viewers? Gotta go to my YouTube page? Okay. Uh, home. Yeah, one watching. That's nice. Alright. Imagine I just watch myself. I just watch myself. And I keep doing that for a year. Okay, so that is what I'm going to add in order for me to give him a better physique. Also, I need to work on his neck. This right here. And does he look like a pelican still? Yeah, I need to give him this. I need to give him this. Now he kinda looks more like a pelican. And this part of his beak goes up like that. Aha. Now this will have a different color. But I'm doing it with this color for now, which is black. Uh, hmm. What is going on here? And this body has feathers on it, so I started rendering the feathers on the inside the other day. Still needs a lot more rendering. Why did I start with that? I should have. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. So this is good enough. Now we need to feel the planes. Bzzz. What type of plane is that? This is important for details later. It's not important now. It will be created, uh, worked on later. Created. Well, it's technically being created, yeah. Yeah, let me flip this to the other side. Let's work on his back. Oh yeah, I forgot to share my stream. Maybe I'll get some viewers. Maybe. Well, it's always a possibility. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I can keep going now. Yeah. So this hand, what the hell is it doing? What is this hand doing? What's the logic? How is his elbow able to do that? There has to be an angle. I didn't give it an angle. This hand is super wrong. Super. Super. Alright. BE 4444E. If you're using Krita, this information helps. Uh, so this and then that. Has to be a bit of an angle that is following. Boom, boom. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's copy this. Thank you very much. Let's work on them hands. Make them more logical. He needs to be protecting his ribs, honestly. And now the angle of his that looks more professional, I think. Does it? Wait. Has has this arm like this? He's like this. Yeah, fine. But he's not doing the long guard anymore, but that's fine. I just want to make the pose work for now. Alright, let's work on this bad boy. I'll fix all of this later. I'm just smudging the light to the right places. Kinda, not fully, just approximation by approximation. So now this is going to sorry. Alright, so this has to change, this color here has to change. Maybe he should have his hand over his main hand like this. I don't know. What if the other hand is simply... So this is going like that, and then the other hand would simply be around here somewhere. That would be the shape of the hand coming from behind. The beak, right? That makes more sense. That's cool. But I am too close. Everything seems cooler when you're close. And when you're far. And it always seems a bit more boring when you're exactly at the right distance. um, yeah, okay. I think that's a better pose. He's like, wow, you know, he's like, okay, wait a second. Cool. Now I can later have some details on his beak and stuff. It's gonna look cool. And I'm gonna put a bunch of scratches and wraps and stuff. It's gonna look cool. Starting to look good, my man. Um, well, maybe it's just growing on me because I've been looking at it for a while. I hope I don't look at it later and I feel like, oh man, there's such things that I don't like about it now and all that, which is what always happens. Something is telling me right now that the head might be too forward. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it this way. I'm just gonna keep working on rendering it, and if there's a mistake, I'm just gonna suffer the consequences later. Let's go back to my brush. Just to make things clearer. And now this is gonna be more feathery. Do I give him a shirt? I like when people wear shirts. You know, at least a shirt. I mean, come on. I don't know. Gives you something. I don't care about the. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start working on some of the. And this hand is still not over, by the way. What? I forgot to keep working on it. Oh, let me get some water. Ah, woo! I was thirsty. All right, water, water. That's from Basilisk. Boom, boom, boom. You think it should be higher, even like this? All right. Oh, I need to work on the tonalities and stuff, I think. Need to find the planes. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Hmm. Am I on the wrong layer? Nope. This is way too round. All right. So, what's the next step with my boy? I should give him a name. I don't even haven't given him a name yet, and also a background. Mainly a background. I don't know. Right. Let's flip it. It's kind of weird that this hand is kind of here, like this. You know, it feels like this hand's like this. Should be kind of like aligned with like we can feel like his beak or his nose is passing the glove, which is like why would you do that, right? So let me fix that if I can. Be the last thing I do today. Wait, maybe I should just push the whole shoulder. think I'm gonna just put this bit up. Wait, a bit up like this. Should do it. That should do it, and also feel like this needs to be a bit shortened in this fashion. And now this little detail kind of makes it look like this is in front of the beak. Kind of like, I don't know. Even though he has very long reach and he does use the long guard all the time, but I just want the pose to work. Alright, so let's just expand this by smudging it. Smudge, smudge. Even though smudging is not the fastest way to approach this, but oop. And I'm not gonna leave him like this. I'm gonna give him something to wear. Honestly, I feel like it would make him look more stylish. Gives him more character. Okay, so now what am I gonna do next? Let's fix this. Fix that. Now I want this to and we want this angle kinda to follow. This we want this to guide us with the angle of his head. Just a little bit. It's too square maybe? I don't know. Just Okay. All of these areas are going to be turned into feathery areas, so I'm not going to focus too much on the highlights and all that because I'm going to turn this into a feathered creature eventually. Now the color of his pouch, is it too dark? Maybe. Maybe it is. I think it is. I think I should make it a bit more gray. Kind of like this, but not that much. So let's just go for this tonality maybe. Yeah. Now let's give it some highlights. See what we can do and maybe end the stream at this point afterwards. Ah, drawing is such an amazing thing we can do, you know. I guess I'll do one more thing before I finish. I'll just copy this layer one more time. Let's try giving him some clothing. Anything, I don't know. I want to give him the old-fashioned clothing, let's call it. Here they call it the wife beater, believe it or not. I don't like to call it that because it's kind of weird to call it that. I mean, I do get that couples fight, but wife beater? I mean, come on. Yeah, and the tonality of this clothes is gonna be sure. Yeah, I'll just start with one and then add layer of another by doing. I'll start by smudging right now. Here, this kind of goes like that. And if this kind of goes that way. Yeah, making me want to box now. It's kind of cool. I like this. All right. All right. So the thing about his beak is he. I was thinking about his beak for a while because his beak is not basically is a weakness, is a huge weakness. It's weaker to have a beak than a nose, but the advantage that this creature has as a boxer is that the inclination of the head protects the chin. They always have that inclination going on, and also the long neck and strong neck makes their head movement super advanced and makes them very hard to knock out because they have very strong necks and hard to hit heads and smaller heads. But then then there's the beak. But if you lean forward, then your beak will become kind of protected unless you get uppercutted. So I don't know. I think that I'm gonna make his beak his weakness maybe as a boxer. So he's gonna have strong points and weaknesses, but just like any character ever created, usually should have weaknesses. And that is usually what the mistakes that everybody does in the beginning is that they make their characters too overpowered. And it's not something very Like it's completely normal. Even if you look at Marvel and DC comics, like even their first superheroes were too overpowered. Superman is too overpowered, right? Compared to, I don't know, Batman, right? Who is older, Superman or Batman? Definitely Superman. Even with evolution, like dinosaurs compared to other creatures that came afterwards, right? They were like simpler, bigger, consumed more. I don't know. Anyways, so that's it for today, guys. All right. I will stream again hopefully on Monday, and I'm gonna try streaming 3 to 4 times per week. And I'm gonna keep working on this Pelican for now until, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just happy with this guy. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Bye bye.